minutes ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good. That one good for 33 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with a bang.
A gain of 4.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Adam Butler there on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down by John.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. At the 8.
They run with Breida. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 7, Patriots nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Damiere Byrd returning it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. It's a pickup before, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, New England.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Newton's pass.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands and see how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. On 2nd and very short, Mahomes being chased out left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. But it's brought in by Washington. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick.
Alex, is your game over or are you still playing? I'm sorry, I have a live stream going if you want to hop in there. So you can see how trash I am.
And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On 1st and 10, Newton. Throw left side, complete to Moss.
This dude's a bitch.
He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And a little bit of space.
What are you doing now?
Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And they will run it with Michel. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Two straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They go for it on fourth and goal, but that lines up. Turned away on fourth and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
First and 10 at the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They go counter with Breida. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. And that's caught inside the 30. You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 87 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Eluding the pressure right. 20. That'll be complete to Breida. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's got it up and through.
The score, Chiefs 21, Patriots nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. And Edelman finally works his way open. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's good for 28 yards. From the gun, here's Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Newton. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots closer. And he'll bang that one through.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 27-yard line.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to let this go deep for, and it's caught inside the 30. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st down, Patriots.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Hill, the intended receiver once again. That'll bring up 2nd down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
25-yard line. So
the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Man open, it's Moss complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
down, New England.
Newton on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing again is Newton. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Newton throwing again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Chiefs 35, Patriots.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Bird now ready to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Newton. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Brings up
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. James White. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
The third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10.
56 is the mic. Yo, 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 yo.
To throw again, Newton. Forced out to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
First down, New England.
On first down, Newton. Going deep here for Edelman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
New England.
Marquise Lee, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
Now first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. From the gun, Newton. Here's Sanu on the catch. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
It's a gain of
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Newton. That's complete to White. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Flushed out right. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
At their own 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And this is incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, then maybe you run out your special teams and fake it. Because even though teams say, hey, we plan for the fake all the time, I know from experience, you look at the situation, there's no way they're going to fake it here. And they probably had a better chance if they tried it that way.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Hill! A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. On 4th down, and okay, forget the field.
All right, I'm back, Alex. You here?
Easy 3 points.
Are you watching or no? Yeah, it kind of got to be a blowout anyway. I'm up 49 to 14.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Newton. Caught by Sanu. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And his pass, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Frank Clark, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to say.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right?
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what...
He's got a man, complete, past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
The extra point is good.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Chung.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly. Getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Newton's pass intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.